students, I hope you all are doing well. Again, in this section of my video, I will be going through the concept of equipotential surface, which is a topic of class 12th, chapter number 2 NCERT. Now, before studying the concept of equipotential surface, I want you to know the logic of this concept as equipotential. If we divide equipotential in two different terms, we get the value when we get a new word, that is equal potential. That is, if we take a surface and we take a different points onto that surface, if the value of potential at all points of that surface is equal, we will term that particular surface as equipotential surface. First, will we go through the concept of equipotential surface, then we will observe an exemplar that how we can draw an equipotential surface for certain different charges. Now, going through the definition of equipotential surface, as I have just explained, that an equipotential surface is that at every point of which the electric potential is same. Therefore, by this concept of definition, by definition of equipotential, we know that potential difference between 2 points is equals to work done in moving a unit test charge from A to B. Let us suppose A be the initial point where the charge was, and we are taking that charge to a particular point B. So the difference in potential between those 2 points, it can be written as VB minus VA is equals to work done in moving a test charge between 2 points. We already know this concept. According to the concept of equipotential, if VB is equals to VA, then VB minus VA will be equal to 0. Therefore, WAB becomes 0, which says that no work is done in moving a charge over an equipotential surface. As we go through the concept with the help of the definition of equipotential, we derive a very simple thing, an important thing, that if you move a charge over an equipotential surface, no work is done in moving a charge over it. I am again repeating a point. No work is done in moving a charge over an equipotential surface, as we have just proved that it will become 0. Reason? The potential at the 2 points will be same, hence the net potential difference will become 0. Again, moving on to the next concept, also we know that dW equals to E dot dr. dW equals to E, let us suppose this is dl. E dl cos theta. If I am writing this expression for an equipotential surface, we know that net work done is 0. Therefore, for an equipotential surface, E dl cos theta. Therefore, from this equation, if cos theta equals to 0, theta is equals to 90 degree. Now, what does this mean? This means that E is perpendicular to dl, which says that electric field intensity is always perpendicular to an equipotential surface. So these are the two important concepts with the help of equipotential surface that we should remember. The first one is no work is done in moving a charge over an equipotential surface. The second concept is electric field intensity is always perpendicular to an equipotential surface. We have just gone through this concept with the help of this small proof. Now, how we can draw an equipotential surface? Consider a positive point charge as this is a positive point charge, and we know that the field due to positive point charge is always going outwards. So this represents the lines of forces due to a positive charge. If I take certain points onto the lines of forces of this point charge and join all these points by a freehand curve, remember all these points are at equal distance from the positive charge. Hence, the potential at all these points will be same. When I have joined these points by a freehand curve, what I get is a sphere. So I get to a conclusion that equipotential surface due to a positive charge is actually a sphere. Similarly, we can draw an equipotential surface for a dipole. We can draw equipotential surface for a negative charge. As for negative charge, an equipotential surface will again be a sphere. Different equipotential surfaces can be drawn using the concept as we have just studied here. So this was the actual concept of equipotential surfaces, and you can also observe these two results are very important in an equipotential surface. The first one is this and the second one is this. So this was the basic concept of equipotential surface. I hope you have understood this topic well. Thank you.